Jeremiah. Jeremiah, whose name means God lifts up, is known as the weeping prophet. Called when he was young, he was faithful to call the people of Judah to repentance for 40 years. He was persecuted, sometimes angry, and always sensitive, and no one repented. By this time, the people didn't fear God. They feared other gods. They had religious words, but treacherous actions. Jeremiah's message was to the leaders. The message was as the stereotypical street corner prophet holding a sign says, "The end is near." God's message was, "I love you, but you are guilty." The people's response was that they turned their backs and closed their ears. God's judgment came as 70 years of exile in Babylon, and Jerusalem and the temple were destroyed. God said that since they had turned their backs on Him, He had to turn His back on them. Throughout prophecy, God uses different word pictures to communicate important concepts. One of the most well-known images in Jeremiah is the pot and the potter. A vessel of clay made by the potter was spoiled by his hand, so he remade it into another vessel as it pleased him to make. In that image, God told the people of Judah that He had the right and ability to remake them as a people, since the original design had been damaged by their sin. God's promises are found throughout prophecy. Jeremiah 29:11 contains a favorite for many people. "I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. If you seek me with all your heart, you will find me." Another promise in Jeremiah 23:5 and 6 refers to Jesus. "I will raise up for David a righteous branch, and he will reign as king and act wisely and do justice and righteousness in the land. In his days Judah will be saved, and Israel will dwell securely, and this is his name by which he will be called, the Lord our righteousness." In Jeremiah, God's character is shown. He doesn't seek ways to remove a faithless people. He seeks ways to restore a faithless people. This is our God. God's solution was 70 years of rest for the land. Maintain and retain a remnant and then return them to Jerusalem. This is what we saw happen in Ezra and Nehemiah.